Tengo $1000 y tengo que apostarlo en un partido.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. We just got back from LA today.
Oh, yeah?
Soccer tournament.
Nice. How did that go? Did you guys win?
Really good, actually. We won all 3 of our games. It was all exciting.
Great.
Yeah, and we beat UCLA, which is a really good club.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm really pumped.
Yeah.
But
That's good.
yeah. But then a lot of people had midterms. Like Ohio people had midterms.
Right.
So then they said we weren't going to play in our semifinal games.
Right. How's that working out for you, like, being on the team and traveling so much, still having to study?
It's pretty easy, actually, just because club soccer it's serious. Like, you're supposed to come to practice for sure, but it's not super serious. Like, if I have homework and I really need to study, like, people are understanding.
Okay.
And our games, spring quarter, are local, so they're all like 15 minutes away.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I've heard stories of other people's club teams having to, like, go up to Tahoe, my friend, for lacrosse, and to go up there for literally one game, so it was like a 5-hour drive one way for one game.
Yeah, it's stressful. We don't, it's not that serious at all. We, this is pretty much our only big tournament in LA, and that's the furthest we go.
So did you guys bus down?
We,
or you carpool?
yeah, it was cars, yeah. It was very uncomfortable,
Oh,
actually. But it worked out.
Cool. Do you have any midterms this week?
I don't. I have midterm next week for 107. Unless it's this week, which I hope it's not.
Oh man. It's week 5 coming up.
Yeah.
It's moving fast.
Isn't that crazy?
I can't believe it. It catches me by surprise every single time. So 107 CS?
Yeah.
How is that treating you?
Pretty rough. I started taking it last quarter.
Okay.
And I got to like the project that I'm actually working on right now.
Oh, okay.
And then I was just like, I hate this. This is so hard. Never again. But I really want to be a CS major.
Oh, nice.
So it's just that this class I don't really like.
Yeah.
So I'm trying it again, and we'll see how this one goes.
Good. Do you go to office hours ever? I know. I just have this image of my friend who took it. Let's see, what was it? Spring quarter, her freshman year, and we just didn't see her at all. She was in office hours like every single night of the week.
Yeah. It's pretty much like that. Like, they have office hours from like 8 to 12 pretty much every day. And it's just, you just go.
You just go.
And you just sit there forever. Also, because on the day before things are due, the line, like the queue, is just like everyone's there.
Everyone's there, yeah.
So, it's crazy.
I've definitely done that before for other classes. I actually want a CS minor, so I might need to take 107 at some point.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm nervous.
I'm just not a systems person.
Okay.
Like that.
I mean, I took 106B last spring, so it's now been a year since I've done any coding, and I'm just still nervous about taking this. Don't want to do it.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Were you into B a lot?
Yeah, I really liked B. I liked A too. I mean, I feel like most people do.
Yeah, I think most people. I was talking to my friend about this yesterday. I feel like it's a really retrospective comment to be like, I love 106A.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you were in it, I'm pretty sure you hated it. Like, you hated your life just like I did.
That's true.
But looking back,
really
like, it's actually really fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I agree with that a lot. I would also, sometimes I notice with classes, I get in, at the beginning of the quarter, I look at my class list and I'm really excited about all the classes. And then, you know, by the end, there's just 1 or 2 that really suck. But it's always nice when there's still a class that you're genuinely interested in the material.
Yeah, for sure. I've not really figured out, even though I said I do want to be CS, I don't think I've really had that, where like, I really want to learn this, you know? Like, every class has been like, I know I need to take it for CS. Like, originally I thought it was Chemie. So I know when you take this for Chemie, so I'm waiting for that.
So when did you stop Chemie then?
I hated chemistry. I took.
That would do it.
Exactly right. That would be a big problem.
Yeah.
I took 31X, and it was just pretty heavy. Even though like I'd taken AP Chem and done fine, but then 31X was just a joke for me. And then 33 was even more so. So, nope.
Cool.
I don't know, but I'm pretty excited about 147, which I have.
What is that?
That's CS 147, and it's like a lot more front end stuff. So like we learn HTML. Yeah, it's like the UI intro class.
Okay, nice.
So hopefully that will be of interest.
Yeah. So what made you decide to switch to CS?
I actually did really like A.
You did.
Even though like
You liked it. Yeah.
Exactly. Like it was terribly difficult, but it was one of the classes where like even during it, like I appreciated what I was kind of doing.
Right. Right.
Instead of just feeling like, oh, I need to finish this piece set.
Yeah.
Because I need to finish this piece set.
I feel that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I haven't declared yet though or anything. So.
Cool. Yeah, I hear declaring can be pretty useful, especially in terms of finding like opportunities around campus, because they put you on like the CS department job list, and then they just like forward out a lot of things, and that's what happened when I got on the Emmy list. I mean, it's really overwhelming. It still is. It was then, but they give you some like good directions to look for in terms of jobs and whatnot.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
So
yeah, I didn't know that.
It can be a good resource.
That didn't even occur to me. I like wasn't stressing about it.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like there's getting an advisor and getting on the email list, and I've talked to my advisor maybe twice ever, so hasn't really been useful for me. But the email list, if you can get over the quantity, pretty useful.
Oh, well, yeah, I should get on that at some point.
That's fine. You still have some time. A little bit of time.
Okay.
What else are you taking this quarter?
I'm in Spanish, which I really like.
Nice. Are you going abroad?
Well, I'm staffing next year.
Oh, right.
And then maybe senior year, but I actually kind of want to staff senior year.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see how that works out. But if I don't staff senior, then I want to. This is hard though, because I want to go abroad in the fall if I did it senior year.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, you don't know what staff to land in winter quarter, but you have to apply winter quarter. So we'll see how like that ends up working out.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be like the ideal, I
Yeah, the
guess.
timing is a little tricky.
But I really like Spanish, and then I'm in RA class and lecture series about race and technology, which is pretty
Is that
interesting.
like 1 unit?
It's 2 units, but pretty like it's like mostly attendance.
Okay.
But it's really interesting. Like each week they have different topics, like obviously related to race and technology.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty into it. I don't know. And I'm probably missing one. Power.
Power, yeah.
Did you take Power 2 already?
Yeah, I took it in the fall.
Did you like your teacher and whatnot?
Yeah, that was one of those classes where I started it and I was like, this topic is so cool. The topic was on education, and I was really interested, and I still am interested in education, and I started writing my paper, and my interest went like this, and I just struggled for the rest of the quarter. But
did you like I really like the presentation part of it.
yeah, I did not.
No, not your thing?
Not at all.
It's really
But that's good. It's a good skill to have for sure. Something I need to work on. I mean, I'm in a class this quarter, and it's definitely an engineering class, but we have presentations every week, and it kind of reminds me of like all the advice that senior engineers give like students or students in tech fields, is that you kind of drift towards these tech classes because you want to get away from all this like fuzzy writing papers and doing speeches, but in the end so much of engineering is about communication, and like I hate it, but it's right. Or whoever said that was right.
That's real. I don't know, I think the reason I like Power a lot, I'm not very like academic person in that like papers, like I have very colloquial toned papers.
Okay,
like even when I talk, like I use a lot of slang, like I don't know. And in the presentation, she like lets our teacher is like
cool.
so down for us to just like, kind of talk.
What's your topic?
Identities, like the rhetoric of identity or something
cool.
like that. Which is sweet because that means you write about anything you want, pretty much.
So what's your paper on? I'm sure you're sick of telling people.
I haven't actually told anybody about it. It's about, like, it's hard to explain because it's not very good right now.
Okay.
We'll see.
No problem.
It's about basically like elitism and entitlement within your identity at an institution. So basically what I want to explore, which I haven't much because I can't remember very many stories about it, is kind of how people, like, how to what extent people embrace the entitlement that comes along with going to elite school, and if that relates at all to their background. Like, for example, so I went to NSBE conference this year.
What's the?
It's the National Society of Black Engineers. And so the conference, like, most of it's just like a 2-day career fair.
Nice.
And so I went, and like I was talking to this like Morgan Stanley person, and this other chick was there, and she was like very, very confident, and I was like, not at all. I was like, I don't want to talk to you, you know. And as soon as I said I went to Stanford, they were like physically removed her from the conversation and like signed me up for an interview. Like it wasn't discreet at all. And so on the one hand, it's like, do I deserve that? You know, so that's like kind of the entitlement piece. But then like my reaction to it was so like viscerally, that made me so mad. And I wonder just like the reaction that has anything to do with kind of like where I come from. Whereas I'm sure there's lots of people who very much like, I go to Stanford, I deserve it, and are completely okay with that.
So are you going to be using yourself as like anecdotal evidence in your paper?
I did. We have to have a metonym, which is like a metaphor thing.
Yeah.
You guys talk about that?
Yeah, we did talk about metonyms, and I think they told us we had to use them as well. I don't remember really using them.
Yeah, our teacher's really big on that. Like, she, like, every single presentation, like, we talked about our metonym. So, yeah, that was mine. And then I think I'm going to try to do something with a survey of other, like, Stanford students.
Yeah.
But I need to actually do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, writing surveys can be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about the like entitlement thing? Like, is it like, isn't that weird that like people just like give you shit because you're stuff?
Yeah.
Because you're Stanford.
Yeah, I definitely feel. Sometimes I feel worried that the person I was in high school who like worked really hard for stuff, like I don't feel I work quite as hard here as I did in high school, and so sometimes that bothers me a little bit. That it's like maybe I've peaked and like now I'm, like you said, taking things for granted, and that definitely worries me. I don't really like it. Yeah, I was thinking, are you including that article we read for RA class?
I am. The disadvantages of elite education. Yeah. I am. I'm using it mostly to talk about, I feel like first the part, maybe we're going to establish the fact that entitlement is is an actual like phenomenon within elite. And so I'm using a lot for that, and then just for like he used a really good description or like definition of entitlement and what it means. So
yeah,
really good essay.
Nice. The power classes generally do a good job of advertising the OCTs, right? The oral communication tutors.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Mine is really good. She came and like presented. She just like said her name and whatever. I was like, "You're a really good speaker."
Nice.
Like, that's my job.
Yeah, that's good. That was something I definitely regretted during my powers. Like I didn't go to the writings. I didn't go to human very often. I didn't really practice with OCTs, but if you can manage that, I would recommend it. Cool. What is that all the classes you can get through? Classes?
Yeah, just the Spanish power CS lecture.
Nice. And you play soccer and do what else?
I work in the Black House, which I really like. So it's the Black Community Service Center.
Cool.
I don't know, I'm really into it. It's mostly like event planning and stuff. But I think the reason I like it is just like you very much end up being at the center of the Black community without doing that much.
Oh, that's always good.
So I don't know. Last year I went to Ujala because that's kind of the freshman center of the Black community.
Right.
But like now that's not like as a sophomore, like there are sophomores there, so it's not really a thing. But people do like still come to Black House, hang out in the Black House, have BSU meetings or whatever.
Yeah.
So, go on.
Nice. I feel like I would be horrible at event planning.
Really?
That's like.
So that's alright.
Kind of.
Yeah. Just kidding.
Kind of embodies the things I'm not good at, like organization.
Yeah, but the thing is, most of the events aren't super difficult. Like, I mean, we'll bring like, I don't know, one of the big things we have intellectual roundtables every, like most Fridays.
Oh, cool.
So you have to just make up or think of kind of a topic you want to discuss, send out a flyer for it, order food, and people come and talk about it. So you
That's awesome.
Exactly, like how much.
That seems like what school should actually be like. It sounds like what maybe they were trying to get at IHUM and just failed miserably at.
Yeah, it's true. I have rough times.
That's cool. Sounds like it's having an impact.
Yeah, it's I know. We're solid.
Yeah.
We'll really edit that out.